Hi, I'm George Levy. I believe we're changing the world one blockchain at a time, and in this video I'm going to show you how blockchain technology preserves the integrity of data far better than any ledger by using these blocks right here. Stay tuned. Let's first take a look at how information is kept in a centralized ledger. For this example, let's assume that we're looking at a ledger kept at a bank. Now a bank, when they're recording their information on a ledger, they're merely recording all the transactions that have happened in this ledger that they have. In fact, it's a common custom among banks to have two ledgers, one for their purposes and one that they use for public filings or when they're filing for taxes. There's two different versions of the truth. And this is because as information gets recorded on a ledger, the truth can be tampered with. So say, for example, when you're reaching a certain quarter, the results were not exactly what you were looking for. And when it comes to file the truth of what actually happened with a centralized ledger, a bank or any organization with a normal traditional ledger can simply replace the information of what actually happened with a more flattering picture and present that as the truth. This was one of the contributing factors of what led to the financial crisis, because it was very difficult to determine if the numbers that were being presented by all these organizations were accurate. Now let's compare that to blockchain and to see how blockchain preserves the integrity of all the records inside a ledger. In a blockchain, transactions are kept in blocks. And every single transaction gets grouped into a block, gets added, and tied using hash cryptography to the previous block of transactions. So what you're really doing is you are creating a chain of blocks, with every single transaction ever added to this blockchain being cryptographically tied to every other transaction throughout the entire history. What's amazing about the blockchain is that it keeps a permanent record of every single transaction that's ever been made in a permanent, chronological, and immutable way. That's why if you go onto a block explorer and you look to see what's happened in Bitcoin, you can see every single transaction that's ever happened in Bitcoin all the way back to the Genesis block, which is block number 0, the first block of transactions ever made. You can see every single transaction that's ever been done because they are all tied using cryptography. And what's amazing about the blockchain is that if anybody tries to tamper with any single record at any point along the chain, the entire structure falls apart. And that is what makes blockchain such a revolutionary technology. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something in the process. I bring you brand new videos every single week, so I invite you also to subscribe so we can stay in touch. Also, if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, we are changing the world one blockchain at a time. I'm George Levy. Thank you for watching.